In the beginning, we work on exercises which address our body like a musical instrument. That's why we discriminate between collarbones and all these members. Like on a piano, you have different keys you push. Then, in the second part, we work a little bit more with basic principles from the etheric today. Then we go further, work with the sounds, today with the vowels. And in the fourth part, we will work on the sounds of eurythmy, which we have already been working on, but we are combining them more and look at their interrelationship and how this can affect us. Okay, I invite you to start. And those of you who are new, try to understand what I suggest. Do not creep into my movement, but just make your own way of doing it. Out of it, the effect of what we are doing comes from what you try, not from what you achieve. So if I say later, try to feel this and this, and you don't feel anything, this does not matter. What matters is if you try to feel something. That's what's opening the door and allows things to come, consciously or unconsciously. We start with our starting exercise, and as a basic principle, we start with us. I come to myself. I feel my center. I connect with my heart. From there, I let go, and lovingly I walk down through my body, sending my feelings, perceptions through my body down into the earth. And without doing anything, I feel a sort of countercurrent or something. My body just becomes upright, just by itself. I feel my dimension of left and right. I step into one side and I step into the other one, in two planes. And I use this rootedness in those planes to form the gesture of the O, in which I can send all my love. And I feel the mirror picture of the O in my back. I let my breath react. I let go slowly, but the energy stays. I put one foot back. I put the other one back. I relax. I breathe. My body can react. We do it one more time. My center, the earth. My right side or left side. My left side or right side. My encompassing love. I feel myself, the strength which grows. I let go and return to my center. I breathe. When we now go into a different perception, or into perceiving our body in a differentiated way, we go through the arms. And we have, in a way, two directions, two basic directions. That's going out and returning, coming back to ourselves. And that's also addressed in music, in major and minor, as a basic principle. And we start like this. Just try to feel your collarbones. Try to feel your shoulder girdle like a roof. A roof carrying its house. Not lasting on the house, but carrying it. Feel your clavicles, mainly the right one now. Go, walk, stream slowly to your upper arms. Try to feel your upper arms. Walk further, feel your lower arms. Walk still a little bit further, go there, feel your hands, the back of your hands. Feel your fingers out there, and then from the fingertips, even as if you could feel further out. And then feel as if you would arrive somewhere. Then let this arm go, but the feeling I've arrived somewhere may stay. The breath may react. We do the same on the other side, never mind which one you did first. Try to feel your clavicles, your upper arm, your lower arm, and just let it become light where you feel it. Your hands, the palm of your hands, the fingers, and from the fingertips go further out, and have the feeling, oh, I even arrived somewhere. Keep this feeling in your body, then you slowly let go. You can stay where you are. You want to make 2 steps, 3 steps forward perhaps. Because many of you know it already, these basic steps. You stand upright, you feel the shoulder girdle, your clavicles. You do 1 step forward with the left leg. Please use your left leg. And put the right foot aside of it, a little bit aside. Feel your clavicles. And then from there go to the upper arms. Let the lower arms become light. Let the hand become light. The fingers, feel through the fingertips into the surroundings, arrive. And slowly let go and keep this feeling you just had in your body experience. Close your legs. Maybe you remember it's easy to get lost in what one is doing, and that your movement can pull you out of your body a little bit. Yeah? Can make you even faint. And the only thing you have to do is stay with yourself. Don't get lost in what I suggest you could do. Do it, but with 40% of your consciousness. You stay with yourself, and this consciousness, without doing it, will help you to stay grounded, or even deepen your groundedness. We repeat. Left foot forward, right foot aside. Feel your clavicles. Go further into the upper arm, into the lower arm, let it become light. Feel the palms, the back of your hands. Try to feel the 5 fingers, the 5 fingertips out there, feel out there, arrive. Slowly let go. Keep this feeling of whatever it is awake. Before we do the steps backwards, we do something in between. We try to feel the lower arms. And the lower arms, they have 2 bones in them. The principle of two things live in there. So this just, in a way, have the arms here and have the feeling, just feel your lower arms. I can go out and I can come in. And all you have to do is do this simple movement and have the feeling, I feel my lower arms. I do it with my lower arms. Go out and come in. That's their principle. There's a bone which likes to go out, so let's go out. The whole arm feels like a big lower arm. And then just come in, and the whole arm feels like a lower arm. One last time. Let it be light. And let go, and let the breath react. And why it's so slowly when I do it, because I try to put all my attention into that the arm is carried, and I'm so busy with what do I have to do, that not I do move the arm, but what do I have to do that it is carried. And that makes it so slowly, because I have to do such a lot to get it done. It's not fault, it's not wrong if you do it quicker, but the inner communication is stronger if you are more concerned with what have I have to do that my arm feels carried. We put this principle now a little bit further down and try to do something similar with our legs. I take this hand away, then you can see it better. And just lovingly touch your lower legs for a moment. Just go down and up to your knees and down, if that's possible. If that's too deep, just imagine that you touch them. And maybe a third time, just touch them. That makes it easier to feel them afterwards. So just them there. And we are so different. Maybe I have the feeling I don't feel them, but at least you still know you have them. So in a way you feel them, but you just don't become conscious of it. And now the thing is, just move this lower leg a little bit forward, very light, and very light backwards, and very light forwards again, and place it. And if you're getting wobbly, just don't worry, wobble around, but concentrate on this lower leg. That's the exercise. Do you manage? Hello, I feel you, go forward. Hello, dear lower leg, go a little backward. Come on, dear lower leg, come a little bit forward, and place it. Dear lower leg, come a little bit along with me. Come a bit home. Did you forget something? Oh no, come on, let's go. And let's do it again with the other one. Come on, dear lower leg. Oh, come on, let's have a look at home. I need something. Oh, come along. And place it. Great. Just stand still for a moment. And feel your legs and your lower legs. We do the same thing on the way backwards. It's not difficult, it's just the same. And in a way, try, maybe you even use your fingers, your hand a little bit to invite the legs, that they move as light as possible. Come along a little bit back, dear lower leg. Look in this direction. Have lots of air around it. Dear lower leg, come on. Come forward. Come back. Come, little weaving, weave. And back. And try to feel the lower legs when you do it. And forward. And back. Okay. Just stand still for a moment. We didn't do anything enormous, anything wow. We just said hello to our lower legs. And that's nice to say hello to one's friends from time to time. How do they feel now? Some of you might remember that I put your attention to the ankles and even to the little torsals in front of the ankles, which are 4 little cubes. Yeah? And that we human beings, our body also is a cube with front and side and top and bottom. Yeah? And now we do the steps backwards. But before we do something similar as we did it with the going out, just start where we ended beforehand, in this feeling of lightness out there. But stay connected with yourself. Yeah? Stay connected with yourself, because that's your connection to the earth. And now feel your collarbones. And slowly invite things to come. Feel your upper arms. Feel your lower arms when you come down. Feel the palms of your hands. Feel the fingers. Feel the fingertips and further out. And maybe you even have the feeling of, I arrive. Let the breath react and let go a little bit. And now we add the step in between. The right foot makes a straight step backwards. So just the preparation. And now the left foot, and it's the foot, not the leg. We pull slowly the left foot towards the standing one. The heels arrive next to each other. We feel the connections of the heels to the earth. We notice that there are torsals somehow. Hello, where are you, 4 little cubes? Nice to meet you. And we do one more time the same. We start up there. But we feel our collarbones, the clavicles. Then we come down, feel the upper arms. Sense the lower arms. Your palms. Can you feel all 5 fingers and thumb from the fingertips further out? And then have the feeling, I arrive. Just peacefully arrive. Let the breath react. Feel your legs. And sit down for 1 or 2 minutes. Just listen. Look into the body. These exercises, what we've done, what do they do in us? How do you perceive your lower legs now? Left and right the same? Is the difference how you perceive the lower legs and the upper legs? What's happening in your chest? Your breath? What about your arms? Just look around a little bit. Is it more freshness, more warmth? Is it the same in all members of the body? Yeah. You can stay sitting. I explain one little thing and then we go on. We have a spatial world, everything around us is spatial. If you touch something, there's something outside, there's something inside, it's round, it has corners. But when you do, even in school, when you did drawing, you realize that you can make a circle just with straight lines, just encompassing the circle. Yeah? So you only use straight lines and you create something which is round. And the same principle is when the forces of the more spiritual forces, the life forces, which care for our body, yeah? They are not just also bodies and shifting the other bodies around, but they are more of a two-dimensional quality, caressing everything. Oh, yeah, making this and that, making it round, or moving it to somewhere where it doesn't have to be. But you can imagine this world of forces more as a two-dimensional world. And when we now work again with the O and walking the O, I want to invite you to have this principle a little bit in the background. That's my suggestion for now, because what I say is that these words like it to be recognized, just as we human beings do. So, just take a place where you can comfortably stand, and you have enough space to make and it can be very small, it must not be as big as I do it, where you can walk a circle which lies in front of you. But before we do it, we just make a few times the gesture for the O. And to take into consideration what I said, we start with just put your hands somewhere left and right from you, and just imagine you are standing in a plane and you're feeling into this plane. Yeah? You can go left first and then right, you can do it at the same time, but just it's an exercise for the fantasy. Can I just imagine a plane? And can I imagine it in such a way that my hands have the feeling to move in a plane? And even I get the feeling to stand in a plane. And now come with your hands to the heart, and we just do the ordinary O gesture, but have in mind, you do it with the help of these planes, the qualities of planes around us. O. And then let go. Even let your hands sink a little bit. So what I suggested was to not bend this plane around and make a big vase for flowers out of it, because then it wouldn't be a plane, then it would be round again, it would be a vase, a cylinder. No, have the feeling, the quality of planes is still there. That's the archetype. And in a way, this archetype in different ways helps us to form the plane. We still keep connected to this plane way of being. Begin in the heart. Now it's still easy to feel the plane, but now let's go on to create something round, carried by planes, and fill it with love. Come back to your heart and let go. Let's try to do the same quality while we are walking a circle. And one principle is in eurythmy, as soon as you manage to do something, and you have managed more or less, more than you might know, to have this quality with you, I suggest something which everything breaks down again. Oh, now I have to walk, now it doesn't work anymore. But can I still do it despite of I'm walking? So remember how you did it. We do it again, and you walk half a circle forward, a very little circle, and stop in front. The hands may begin. You are aware of this plain quality. You form the O, and without knowing why, you arrive in front. You fill the O with warmth. You grow with it. Your breath reacts. You let go and come back to your center. We do the same on the halfway back. Concentrate on this left and right. Make this wonderful O gesture out of it. Keep this plainness in consideration. Arrive. Fill the O with warmth, with love. Feel the planes, left and right. Let go. We do it a little bit quicker. O. Arrive. Let go. That's a letting go. It's not I'm taking my hands back. Now I let go and I arrive at my center. And I let go and my hands come back. Just why do my hands come back to my center if I don't do it, if I don't pull them back? That's because when I create the O, there's a counter current happening which makes me arriving here. So I am here because I made this O gesture where the finger meet in front. So I only have to let go and the hands return to me. Yeah? They know where I am. Once again. Plain. Invite your legs to follow. Let go. Planes. Invite your legs to follow. Let go. A little bit quicker. Invite your hands to follow. Let go. Your hands find you. Invite your hands and your legs. Let go. Breathe. Feel your chest and your legs. How do they feel now? How do you stand? What about your uprightness? And now remember those two triangles of light and weight. Light in lightness. Light in, not light, bright, like brightness, lightness. Yeah? And we try to remember that these two triangles are planes. We have practiced it now. And for those of you who are new, we just imagine a triangle which is, the top is at the bottom here, and then we just build it up with your fingers, with our fingers. So the fingers are down there, and we imagine the point of the triangle there. And then we slowly build this triangle of light. But imagine it is this plane. And connect your fingertips that it doesn't go up endlessly, but feel yourself in a plane of light. A plane in which light lives. Let your fingers meet on top of your head, above your head, and build this triangle, another one downwards, and wherever it passes, the body relaxes. Belly relaxes. Pelvis relaxes, knees relax, foot soles. Feel yourself connected with the forces of gravity, but still carried. Let's rebuild the triangle of light without losing the triangle of gravity. Two planes, the gravity plane, the light plane. Try to feel where they penetrate each other, where they lie on each other. Keep the triangle of light despite of letting your hands go. Embrace both of them. form this O gesture out of the consciousness of being planes around you. And now try to create your personal balance between the forces of gravity, of weight and light, brightness. And make it a lively, living relationship, middle, not a static one. A little bit more like this, a little bit more like that. Let your breath react. Keep this feeling of standing in a balanced system of light and gravity. Close your legs, let your breath react. And sit down for 1 or 2 minutes, please. When you compare what you experience in your body now with how it was before, maybe you don't remember, but imagine you remember something. How do you feel now compared to before? More tired, more awake, more adventurous, more... What about your soul? Does it feel inspired or tired? Stay sitting. I don't talk long, but when we do eurythmy means don't do anything by yourself. I mean, we do a lot and I tell you what to do, but the result should happen by itself, the movement. So I tell you do something with your arms, but then we are interested in what's happening in your legs, or do something with your heart and what's happening there, that we do not work directly on where we want to have what we intended to. So when we now work with the vowels A, E, I, O, U, I would like that we can do them in such a way that we discover they are forces and they have the power to move our body. And now we can start, and it's a very simple exercise. You don't need much space, just stand calmly and be with yourself. Feel yourself upright. And I turn that you can see me from the side. And just to compare what should be the result, but what we don't do by ourselves, lean a little bit backwards, come a little bit forward, stand in the center, lean a little bit forward, and go as much forward as is possible without falling. And then come back to the center. And this you did because I said it. And now we try to do the vowels. And we just repeat the vowels once more time. And then we try to get this movement created through the our experience of the vows. And if you want to do it right away, you can do it. But just the R is an opening gesture, and the heart leads the arms out there. And then we pull the arms a little bit back, and that leans us backwards. When we do the A gesture, it's a crossing from left and right. And we feel protected here. We are behind, but we feel ourselves also growing, and that brings us a little bit forward. When we do the I gesture, we ground ourselves and we grow. And this equilibrium from being grounded and being upright brings us into the middle. The heels become light. When we do the O gesture, our warmth flows into this gesture. That brings us forward. When we do the U brings us forward, forward, forward. And in order not to fall, we bring this energy back into our body, as a sort of protection or growth again. Because the U normally would just make us fall, but our I says, I'm not going to fall. I take these energies and want to use them for myself, for my development. So it's actually the I from the middle who takes the U back. And now we do it only one more time, very calmly, and experiment that the R, E, I, U moves you forward, and not I go a little bit forward, I go a little bit forward. R, E. Just go into the gesture. What does it do? E, I. Does it make me upright? Oh, is it the O which brings me forward, or do I do it myself? U takes the umi away and says the I, stay with me, I need you. Let your breath react. One doesn't have to do these things very often. As soon as they feel understood, they unfold. And they are available also outside of the practice room later on. Let's work a little bit more on the I gesture. In German it's pronounced I because we make a little bit of difference between the I, which is just already there, and the I, how the I comes into existence. It's just a small differentiation. And the moment I do more the rooted E aspect, which is still pronounced an I. Just to prepare yourself, take your hands towards yourself. Everything in eurythmy starts here. And then just create a stream downwards with your hands, through the body, along the body, and experience that makes me upright. There's a countercurrent flowing upwards. And let go. If the body does not feel it, you help him a little bit, you just play with him. Look, I show you what you could feel. But try to do as little yourself as possible. Stream down from your heart. And all you have to do is stay connected with yourself. And notice how you become big. That's how plants do it. They root themselves in order to grow. And now we have this paternoster principles, the old way of elevators where one is going down and the other one up. And this we can do here because if you have a countercurrent, why not just put your hands into this countercurrent and the countercurrent shall carry it high? Why do it yourself if you can just step into an elevator? So use one hand to go down and put the other one, look with the other one for the elevator. Where is it? Can I feel it? And does it allow me to go a little bit with it? So only stream down, as you did before, full stream down, but only one hand feels it, goes with it, and the other one tries to feel the elevator, which comes about because I'm going downwards. That's true size. Huh? I'm rooted. And why? Because I'm rooted, I'm big. And let go. And try it one more time with the other hand. It's just experimenting. Yeah, and cheating is allowed. You can help your hands a little bit as long as you know I'm helping. Go down and search for the countercurrent. And your emphasis is going down and staying with yourself. Can you notice? Or not notice, it must not be, but if you do it very easily, it becomes in a way that the heels become light, because you have both. You have this stream going downwards, which really roots you, and that's why the palm of the feet really become rooted, you stand on them. But you have also this elevator going up, and that's what makes your heels light. So if you have experienced both principles, and still until down into your feet, you might notice, oh, my feet are grounded, but my heels become light. Let's do it this once again. We do the Paternoster principle. We are looking for the elevator, and look what's happening in our feet. Stream down. Look for the elevator. Connect with your body. Observe the palms and heels of your feet. And let go. And now, if you say that's the principle of the eye, it grounds me and it makes me light. And I can have it in the feet. If that's a basic principle, maybe it even works if I don't even pull me up like this. That's still very easy that the heels become light. But now we try to find this principle. If we just ray with the eye quality through one leg, so again we start in our heart. We put one leg, we use this flow to bring one foot forward, and then we ray through this foot. And can I ray through this foot in a way that it makes me upright and makes my heel light? And then place your foot again. So the idea is, do not lift the heel, but try to, through going down through your foot, to make your heels light. How do I have to feel my body? How do I have to be connected with myself? And so on, that this comes about. That's our search. Just stand, relax, and take the other foot. Maybe you prepared a little bit, and then go down, stream through your leg, and now start experimenting. How can I go through? How do I have to stretch it in a way that my heels become light and I become big? And then come back. And you may wobble as much as you want. The more you wobble, the better, because then you invite all these forces to help you to not fall, and that's the enlivening thing. We do it 2 more times, and then we sit down. And if it's already too much and you don't want to do this balancing, you can either hold to a chair or sit down already. Just feel free, like always. So I just try to stream through my leg forwards. I use the raying of my heart to stretch the leg. I do not stretch my leg myself. I do it with the forces of the heart. And now I connect with the other leg and I strengthen this raying. How does it do with me? And come back. Don't stand too long on one leg. It could do pain in the hips. And we do it 1 more time. Just stream there. Use the streaming to prepare the leg. Ray down. Upsala. And then can I stream down that it makes me big? Okay, and go. You have just noticed I was nearly falling, and then I noticed a mistake what I've done. So you can sit down, it's pause. But it was now interesting because I got trapped myself, and that's why I want to tell you. You have seen that I was wobbling, and what happened to me, I wanted to show you that the heels become light, can become light. And then I was fixed on this goal. That's what I wanted to show you. And then I did this stretching of the leg. And then I stretched, and then I was, oh, am my heels coming? Are they coming? They did not really come up. And then I pushed stronger, and then I started wobbling. And only then I realized I got trapped. I did not listen to my body what happened, because what was happening and what wanted to unfold was, I was going there, I was stretching, and the countercurrent wanted to make my body big. And this making my body big made my heels light. And it even made me stable. And I only noticed it at the very end, and then I could do it again. But that's what happens so often. We realize how it works, but then we don't stand in principle, but we take over and do it for it. And then we make our heels light again by ourselves. And what happened to me so easily happens often. Okay, now I also shut up. Please, half a minute pause before we go into the last part of this hour. We have been working on Ha, M, I as a quality of the heart also, and the B. And I invite you that we just go into this sequence a few times. I do not elaborate it very much, but a few things I still would like to say, but many of you know it already. So we always stay connected with our body. And one of the most important members are our thighs. So please just caress your thighs a little bit. Just that they are present. Okay. The heart gesture is an opening of the arms, but use your thighs to open it. Because that will ground you. You start to feel your feet. And then you can really open up when you feel your feet and let things come. Let it come. Just receive. And notice how this receiving already groundedness and receiving, this combination lets your breath unfold. The M gesture is a going through something or accompanying something and feeling it. You feel yourself and what you are accompanying. So if you say, come, come, you invite it, but you, every millimeter you accompany, yeah. Or use this hand, or bring something in. Yes, you bring this in. Yeah? Have the picture, you caress a head, a hair, yes, like, and you feel that how you stroke it, but you know that for the person you stroke, it's so nice because you feel yourself and the hair. So if we do the ha, m after each other, it's just we open up, and when the answer comes in, we accompany it and we lead it a little. Oh, so nice, come, 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 I have to show you something. So again, ha, and then we add the m to it. Thighs, ha. And let go, it's completely, and then receive the answer with one hand or two. Come towards me. I lead you to my heart. And now just arrive at your heart. Just and again, let your breath react. It was a little bit quick now, when we just lead in, that's M, consonants have to do with matter. So in a way, you do not just with the M, you do not just be in the heart or in the center of something, but it's the nest of the heart, the surrounding. It feels protected, it feels good. So that's the M quality, that's what you can reach with the M. If you want to enter it, you must knock on this nest for the heart with your heart. You must say, hello, may I enter? And then it's a completely different attitude. Okay, now you are coming with your finer qualities, soul qualities in there. And then to discover that the heart always consists of joy. The heart is so happy to live with you here. Never mind how difficult it is, how heavy it is, but the heart wants to be here. So come back and just experience this. Yes, I want to be here. I want to be here and I will never leave you. And just come back, experience this quality of your heart. I am joy. It's joy to be here, to be with you. Let's do the ha, the m, and then the entering. That to do a conscious step, you must let go. You change to another world. That's not the world of matter anymore. And then there you have the E. Ha, M, I. I apologize for my coughing. I talk. Yes. Okay. Use your thighs. Ha, to be grounded and open. Use your caressing quality to invite what's coming. Build a wonderful nest for your heart. How do you feel here? Are you well protected? And then change your attitude. Take contact to something which allows you to enter. Now I'm here. And then joy. E. And back. E. And now just use this expanding and you are fully expanded, but there are mysteries behind everything. We again enter into this world where the M came from, far out. And there we bring this encompassing and enwrapping cloth around us where we feel protected and strong. Be. And let go. And the B is not it's not soft, it's B is B. Yeah? So there are two things coming together. And here also, if you feel protected, inside you grow because you are protected and you have both force fields. There's a lot of strong protection, and for this reason you can become strong. Try to experience this in the B too. We do H, M, I, B. M, I, B. Hey. M. And now ask a question, let go. May I come? Yes. Joy. Second time. Joy, happily raying out. And now, go beyond all boundaries. Bring the bee. And you know you will be protected. Start growing into your bee. Bee. And let go. And we do it. Let your breath react. Just stand still. We do the last time. And in eurythmy, like in all life, things do not disappear. So if we do the ha, it's there. When we do the m, it's still encompassed by the ha. When we do the I, the m is still there. When we do the be, we still have the ha, the m, and the I around us. Just try to feel that these are still there. Do not try to remember them. Try to feel that they are still there. Ha. Where's the ha? Ask your question. I. Only one I know. Do you feel the M, the ha? B. Grow in it. H-M-I-B. Let your breath react. Let the arms go. Keep what you've received. Let it be taken in by the cells of your body. Sit down for a while. We went through all exercises. And let go. Those of you who want to switch off now, because it was a process we went through, are very welcome to switch off now. Spend 10-15 minutes maybe lying on a bed quietly. It will do you good. Those of you who say, I can relax and I listen if there are still questions, I invite you to listen. Those of you who have new questions, I invite you just to write a few in the chat. So, goodbye to those of you who switch off now, and welcome to questions. And I say hello to Tobias, who did all the work in the background as a moderator today. So, please, are there questions?
Could you please elaborate a bit about the connection between breath and eurythmy, movements in general?
Breath and eurythmy in general. I have one video, it's for free, in the course Basic Eurythmic Exercises, which is called Breathing with the Arms. And there, what we did, you have two ways of breathing. No, you have many layers of breathing, but principle is you can use your breath to create a movement, to draw the etheric. If I can, like this, I can pull my arms up. Then it doesn't have to be like this, it can be very gentle, but it's just a principle. I take my hands, and in a way with my breath, I move it. Yeah, the ether takes the physical body. Or the ether is taken and along and takes the physical. Or I use my etheric body and make it grow. And when the etheric body grows, my chest also has to go with it and becomes big. And for this reason, my lungs, or the air, comes into my lungs because my chest is becoming big. So in both cases, I breathe in and create the same movement. Just one time it's the breath comes first, and one time the breath comes after. And Rudolf Steiner very much indicated in his curative or eurythmic therapy course that every eurythmotherapy exercise has to have a strong effect on the breath. And if you he says it in his lecture, and if you discover that it has an effect on the breath, you must find out how you can make it even stronger. So there is a strong connection. I just showed two principal ways of doing it. And then what's necessary, I think, is that it's becoming eurythmy, because eurythmy is about freedom. Eurythmy means opposites, polarity, and eu means a human way of doing things. Things have to move. So we try that the breath is not stuck to a movement. So even if I create with my arms a breath like this, and now I breathe in, and now I try to do this the either, and I breathe out. That's just the first step, and then I must let my breath free. That on this movement, like if you have a piece of music, you have the bass and you have the melody playing on it. So you have, in a way, that's in order the bass, yeah, it gives where I'm going to, and then the breath plays on it and finds his own way how to fit in a nice way into this basic thing, yeah, movement, so that it's in a way I'm breathing in, but now I want to breathe out again, and now I breathe in again. But on the cellular level, it's still a breathing in, because all the cells breathe. A long answer, but it could even be longer. Thanks for this question.
I feel much activity in my heart center, but my hands are completely cold. Is this normal?
Everything is normal. We all have to do with cold hands and reaching the periphery. The art would be, or that's probably why you asked the question, you feel there's so much warmth. How do I get this warmth into my hands? Because you take it also as a picture. The hands is how do I touch the world, and I want to have the warmth which I have here where I touch the world. And in a way that's the picture. You can have this warmth in the soul and you give it away through the soul, but in a way we want to bring it down as much into matter as possible. So this is a question everybody of us is concerned with. You will also find people who have very quickly warm hands, but the soul keeps back. So, but we want to have it go through. And in a way, the exercises to lead the warmth comes with the blood stream. And you can lead the warmth with the consciousness a little bit. So you can try to invite to go through your body in a way, and how do I observe my body? That the blood vessels feel invited. Oh, she loves me, she looks so, feel seen, that they just become, they open up, and that makes the blood flow there. So in a way it's a little bit not just looking at the movement, not just looking at the do I really stream, not just looking at the raying. All these things are good, but still look at yourself. Look at yourself. How am I in my hand? Not just my streams, my raying, that all comes from you, but how am I in my hands? Try to perceive yourself in your hands, whoever yourself is, because that's our big riddle. A little attempt to answer your question. It's a good question, a very important one, and something worthwhile to work on. Yeah, thank you very, very much for going such a long way with me. You have noticed I start that we really just go into the exercises, rest a little bit, go into the next ones. If it's getting too much for somebody, don't hesitate to stop. Yeah? We are all so different, and it's always as soon as you feel, now it's good, and it's a silent voice, listen to it. I've just showed you one example where I did not listen, but I thought I want to show this, and I did it in a way, yeah. And the other one did not unfold. I noticed it later. So if you have the feeling now, it's good, stop. And if you want to go on for the whole hour, you are very welcome. I enjoy it very much to be with you. Thank you very much. I see you on Friday if you want to, or I see you on Monday. For those of you who are in the ABSR group, I see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.